Hi, my most recent videos summarize the cardiovascular and respiratory systems. The cardiovascular system uses your heart and blood vessels to circulate your blood, while the respiratory system is responsible for breathing air in and out to bring in oxygen and get rid of carbon dioxide. When we look at all these different parts together, the heart, blood vessels, lungs, and the muscles that use the oxygen it delivers, we refer to this all as cardiovascular endurance. It's also called cardiorespiratory endurance, but they're the same thing. Here's a definition that we can use. Cardiovascular endurance is the ability of your heart and lungs to fuel your body with oxygen. We know that that's a simple way to look at it, but that will do for now. That definition makes it sound like a machine that uses fuel, right? Well, a car, using a combustion engine, uses gas and oxygen to create energy, and carbon monoxide. And we use glucose and oxygen to create energy, and carbon dioxide. So yeah, we are like machines. But what does this definition really mean to us, though? How does cardiovascular endurance affect us in our lives? Well, let's say that you're late for work and you have to jog 6 blocks to get to the train on time. When you start jogging, your muscles need more oxygen to create energy. Your heart beats faster to get oxygenated blood where it needs to go, and to take unwanted carbon dioxide out. At the same time, your lungs breathe more deeply and more often to get more oxygen and to get rid of carbon dioxide. If you've been doing the right type of exercise, this little jog won't be a big deal. You'll breathe a little more, sweat a little, and your heartbeat will increase. If you exercise regularly, your muscles have adapted to the work. Your lungs can breathe in more air. Your heart can pump more blood. Your muscles are ready to use that oxygen to keep you moving. If you're not doing the right kind of exercise, you're going to breathe so hard that you can't catch your breath. Your heart is going to beat super fast, and because your muscles can't get enough oxygen, you'll have to slow down or stop. In later videos, we're going to talk about how different types of exercises can improve your cardiovascular endurance. Okay, that's all for now. Bye. You've probably seen or taken the PACER test before.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues.
This test is a good measurement of cardiovascular endurance. If you're curious about your own fitness levels, you could download an MP3 for the test, measure out an area, and do it yourself. There are other tests that measure cardiovascular endurance too. For example, to just get into the U.S. Marines, you'll have to first be able to run 1.5 miles within a certain time. If you have a track near you, it's probably a 1/4 mile track. That means you can test yourself by running around it 6 times and checking your time with a stopwatch. If you're a student, tests probably stress you out a bit. But think of it this way. A test just allows you to see how much you've accomplished. Got a poor grade? That means you need to work harder. You passed? Then that means your hard work has paid off. I test myself often, and I think you should too. Set your own goals, work toward them, and test yourself once in a while to see how you're doing. Anyway, if you're interested in doing either of these tests, I've included the links in this video's description. But also make sure that the weather is okay, the location is safe, and you've warmed up a little. It also goes without saying that if you have an injury or medical condition, you might want to speak to a doctor first. Okay, now I'm done.